right now. How do you want to see yourself and your teammates finish this one out?
With a win. I want to see us finish with a win. It was up and down game of runs, but I feel like we can get them at the end.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melanie Ricks. Also on the broadcast today, the coach, Tom Crean. And look, Spurrier has got 17. Some guys are putting up some numbers today. Coach, I do want to lean in on your perspective as a coach as we resume play about this again, this being the last game for both of these teams this weekend, with the way we kind of framed up the final 3 days of the summer league. Numbers are great, but when it comes to making an impression, whether it's this NBA club, that NBA club, overseas organization, from a coach's standpoint, other than those numbers, which we all kind of lead into, what else are you evaluating as a front office guy, as a coach?
Well, to me right now, this is big in this game. Competitive mindset, but maybe more importantly right now, competitive stamina. And that's so important. You're tired, you're fatigued, you've been playing. They had months before they've been in a real game and the draft process and everything. But you know what? You are playing. And it's so important that you can come through that. Another part of it is so big, having that self-awareness of what's important to win, what's important for your team, and getting away from what's important. So self-awareness over self-importance. And then I think another one is, what do you do, okay, when it's not going well for you? How do you get centered? How do you get back? And then when it's not only going well for you, how do you get that back? How do you keep your teammates in it? That's the stuff you want to see that isn't necessarily going to go into the score sheet, isn't necessarily going to be anywhere that people are going to be writing home about. But coaches, general managers, they're looking at that saying, okay, these are times that we can learn something about this guy because it's not going great.
Coach is a play-by-play announcer and, fan, non-coach, non-player. I'm always watching the ball. What's the action around the ball? Sure. The art of watching somebody play without the ball. What are some of the things that you're looking for in that sense? In the lens of what you just said.
Vision. Okay, are you seeing the game? Okay, defensively, weak side basketball, your games are won and lost on the weak side. I mean, they just are. And it's such a huge part of it because of the rebounding, because of the cutting, because of the way you can read passes being made. So weak side awareness, vision is such a big part of it. Will you talk? Right? Will you talk when it's not your man? Will you be down in a stance? Will you trust your spacing? This happens all the time in summer league. They'll cheat the spacing. They'll be 2, 3 steps off from the corner because they lose that discipline that you've got to have to be down deep in that corner. Well, don't be in the corner when Steph Curry is getting ready to guard it, and you're not in the corner, and his man can get up and get a little bit higher to you. You're not going to be on the court. So all those little things that may not seem important now, they're going to be hugely important when you're trying to play in a game in the NBA.
7-0 run here. They get 10-0. And with that, the Bucks have thrown a lead to 5 after being down for the majority of the third quarter. Here in the fourth, a little step back from Maddox. And Ayman finds a way with that length again. His 6th rebound to go along with 12 points.
Not Lovey's got to handle the ball like this and make the play. Great job. Just a miss.
I think that ball was tipped a little bit.
Yeah, he kept under control. That's not his normal game, so it's great to see him try to do that.
Rogers for 3, can't connect. And a loose ball foul here. Nick Nurse in the house today. So many head coaches, front office administrators have kind of moved on from Las Vegas. Not that man right there.
No, I saw Brian Gates earlier.
Yep.
You got that Philly staff here. That's a big deal. Nick Nurse being here for the entire time. That's a huge thing.
Talk about huge. Hey, Coach, how do you feel about getting Jaylen Brown? Love it. We kind of banged on Milwaukee in turnovers a bit. Philly's kicking it around 2 now. Combined in this ball game, points off turnovers. Yeesh.
Well, I'll tell you again, one of the guys that picked up the energy, didn't get the ball right here, but it was Kobe Stewart. When he came in the game, got on the glass, got a cut, did a couple of things. Momentum is always up for grabs in a game, and it doesn't necessarily have to come from the coach or or one of the stars or starters. It can come from anybody. And when you find that momentum, you want to do everything you can do to keep it.
Johnny on the finish.
He's been momentum guy for them, for Philly, at different times.
Yeah, 15 for him now. He got the start today. Obviously, his best game here in Las Vegas. Deep three for Butler and a 7-footer.
Oh, no, he's always liked shooting threes, going all the way back to sophomore year in high school. He loves to shoot. He's getting stronger. John Butler Jr.'s got a future. He's so long and athletic. He can shoot the ball. Just got to keep getting better guarding the ball. Got to get better at being able to hold his position. You know, we have that contact balance. It's so important for anybody, but especially when you're long and tall like he is. This is good. This is good separation. A little steps back, gets it off quick, stays in his shot, top of the key three, which is a really, really important pick and pop shot for somebody that's an inspiring big shooter anywhere, but especially in the NBA. Being able to knock that down. You've got to be able to knock down the pick and pop jumper, and then you've got to be able to space. And if you can't do either, it's going to be tough to play it. But if you can do one, be able to knock down the pick and pop.
All right, so one free throw here, but it's a big one. Foul on Ahmed. Ahmed got him on the elbow. He's lucky he didn't get called for getting underneath the shooter. So one free throw through three, and that makes it a 3-point game.
And then how about those stats? How about that rule? That's a huge thing.
I like it in the G League and in Summer League. I would not like to see it during the NBA regular season or postseason. So free throw situation always.
Yeah, absolutely. And what would it do to all the stats?
Well,
you know, think about the history of the game. I mean, think about the statistical measures that people would have where they've had to go and make 2 free throws or make 3 free throws or you know, make the first free throw in the bonus, you know, to get the second.
Yes.
That would be, it would change everything.
You want statistically, I thought you would go after like, hey, it takes away my ability to maybe call a timeout between free throws. It takes away.
No, I wouldn't think of that. I'm thinking the big picture of the stats, right? Because that to me would be, what would we do with all these stats? What would we do with the new wave of stats, right? And that stuff matters, right? You got top 75, you'll have top 100 coming up in due time. I mean, there's so many things that play into it. You got to earn your stats, but I do like it in the summer. I mean, I really do. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Because there's pressure, right? And you like having younger players have to deal with certain pressures.
Ball's on Lyles here. And so Nance will go to the line in the bonus. I almost wore the same shoes today. I'm glad I did not. So 1 for 2 there for Nance. 5-point game, 6 minutes to go for both of these teams. Everybody here loves seeing him kind of unbox what we all thought might happen earlier in Summer League. That Washington situation is going to be very interesting. A.J. Debonson out, Trae Young, obviously Anthony Davis as well. Washington and their fan base has to feel better than they have in July's prior over the last now half of a decade at least. So it's interesting as we get Melanie into the conversation here a little bit too. Coach, I'm curious as to what fan bases do you think leave Summer League more encouraged than maybe before we started here in Las Vegas?
Well, you hit one with Washington. There's no doubt about that. But I would say Utah. I would definitely say Utah because of the way Darren Peterson played. I would say the Chicago Bulls with Caleb Wilson. And I've got another one. I think the Warriors, obviously, they're top-heavy with Steph and Draymond. And if they end up getting LeBron, and people know that team. But they've got a guy now in Yaxel Lenenborg who they drafted, who those fans can look at and say, okay, this guy's got a future chance with us. We can be excited about where he's going and look down the road at a guy that could be really good inside the program. So I think it adds to Golden State as well.
LeBron James ends up there?
Well, that's right. Yeah, that kind of takes care of itself.
I think so as well. But Podziemski, Will Richard, other young players in that organization get added on there.
Yeah, I love Will Richard. We're both in the fan club there. I think he's going to continue to develop at a high level, no doubt.
That's 21 now for Breweries. He's having a great day here in the finale.
Well, Coach St. Andrews did a really good job of giving him an extended break when he was on fumes. And he's come back out right now, and that's exactly what you want to see from him. You know, he's efficient, he's effective, he's got a little more bounce in his step, he's getting to the basket. You want to end on a good note in Summer League.
Start noting who the players are on the floor here for the final 4 minutes. You know, Townsend just is on the skates here against Buries.
He's already learned to stay down a little bit longer deal right now. Tie the shoe, take his time. You'll see some of the vets, the second-year guys and the third-year guys, they'll tell those rookies, stay down just a little bit longer. Get that extra breath. All of a sudden, the magical shoe needs to be tied right there.
Hey, look, in a situation where we're only shooting one free throw, that also comes into
Oh, there's no doubt. It's a good veteran move.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing it. You're seeing 20-year-olds teach 18 or 19-year-olds that now. That's big time.
Buries down the bonus points here. Lead 7 now for Milwaukee. And Philly's a little more short-handed here as far as personnel goes. Scratches today. Oh, Townsend.
Oh, yeah. He knows what he's doing now. That's not his first trip to the basket in his career. He's had a couple of really good drives. He's low to the ground. He puts that ball out in front. He's strong.
It's here for the Ivy League, huh?
Oh, yeah. Looks like he can knock you over, right, if he goes into your body. He knows what he's doing from Yale. Nice pass. Really good pass by Nathan Met. Made something out of nothing there.
Good change at the side of the rim there to avoid the would-be shot blocker as Wilson finishes.
This is good right now. We got a close game. We got a 3-point game, 3 minutes to go. We're going to sit over and see it all matters. It matters right now. How you finish matters.
Ganchek's going to put Buries back at the line.
Really good job by Ben. I said it earlier. He's got to become a better passer. But he plays low right there, which is exactly what you want to see. It's just a missed dunk, but he makes a good play. Doesn't panic. Pete Nance does a really good job cutting out of the corner. The only thing they didn't get was the bucket.
Well, I mean, Coach, here we are, one possession game. A little different now on the made free throw to get 2 points.
But we'll be at 2 minutes soon. Then they're going to have to earn their free throw.
And it's great in the Summer League game like this to get our situation where we can reset, fouls to give, timeouts.
Yes.
We'll be able to play this thing out down the stretch. The overtime game last night. Several here this week in Las Vegas. The Giant, the rack, reverse layup, no. Slips off Miles. And the whistle and shot clock will take us to a break here. Buries is like, man, I'm racing down the other end. Let me add to my already 25 points. Gonna blow it dead. 2:54 to go. Let's see how this one finishes out inside the pavilion. Brandon Buries out of the timeout huddle with 25 points. And he's got himself and his teammates up by 5 with 2:55 to go. We'll get you fouls to give, timeouts. We'll play this out.
Sure.
Here in the finale for both.
And right now, you want no tough shots. If you're Milwaukee right now, because you're on the bonus the rest of the way, you're going with a chance to get 2 points every time. Play it out. Good drive.
Swing it. Markovic. And it's Townsend again, able to clear it for Philadelphia. Townsend gets Amen here. Late problem, and Amen's able to swat it out of his hands.
Nick Townsend, man, he gets that ball under his knee. He is hard to guard. I mean, obviously he's got shoulders as wide as the baseline, but I mean, he's got the ball under his knee. He's driving it. He's quick.
Ivy League Player of the Year out of Yale. And the call will go against Philadelphia, and Maddox doesn't like it. But guess who? It's Buries now on both
He's
ends
done
of
a
the
good
floor.
job. He's definitely tired. We've said that about a dozen times. But again, no excuse. You got to play through it. And that's exactly what he's doing right now. You know, he find a way to put the game away. Find a way to finish.
Cam Jones off the glass.
He's so good pulling that ball off of his hip. We've seen him go over top. We've seen him go under with the reach layup. Just an incredible layup maker.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Bucks have a foul to give and the lead here. 2 timeouts remaining for Milwaukee, 1 for Philadelphia. And a foul will send Philadelphia to the free throw line. And now at 1:58, we'll shoot the free throws as we would do during the regular season.
Miscommunication on that play. They end up getting a layup.
Meanwhile, next door to the Thomas and Mack Center, the semifinal doubleheader here on semifinal Saturday. Game 1 is now underway. Memphis leading Houston 19-7. Broadcast by our good friends at Amazon Prime right now. The winner into the championship on ESPN tomorrow night.
Look at that. We just saw a loose ball between Bruce Thornton, who was the first pick for Houston in the second round, and Cam Boozer. That's a good game. Not yet scoring-wise, but it's a competitive game.
Johnson leaves it short. Townsend with another rebound on the defensive end. Big possession here with Philadelphia. Maddox, high arc, he can't finish. Nance able to clear it. And again, this becomes, as Coach mentioned, how do you play with the lead? How do you close this out? And Milwaukee will space the floor here. Markovich against Wilson. Takes the length to the rim. Missed once, twice. And it popcorns here for Philadelphia. And still alive with just over a minute to go. Rhythm 3 in transition. Off the mark. Nance keeps it alive, and that allows Johnson to grab a hold.
Again, open 3, but go to the basket. You're down 3. Go to the basket. Put pressure on the rim in that situation. The worst thing you can do is start looking for threes early. Yeah, I know he was wide open, but keep driving it.
Driving kick. Good swing out to Amen. For 3. No good. Markovich can't corral a one-arm rebound, but it's off Philadelphia.
Good job by Markovich being in there. He's active. He's long. He's going to be a good player. I mean, he's got quickness. He can make shots. Definitely got to put some weight on, some strength up in his shoulders, but he is a solid player.
Turnover on the inbound.
Get a bucket. Don't worry about a 3.
There's a bucket getter right now. Maddox. Gets stopped. Townsend able to finish. 2-point game. And a timeout called here with 35.9 seconds remaining. Milwaukee will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. Each side will have 1 timeout remaining in the ballgame. I thought Maddox definitely would be looking to score. A willing passer and a great hit under the goal there.
Very good play. Philadelphia today, the game against Orlando, they're down 6 with 1:08. They drive.
Jones is just steps away from Tom Crean. He is the trigger man here.
They're backed up. They're not putting the pressure. Yeah, right now they're not putting the pressure. They're going to play it out. I think they'll send Burries will go. I would send Pete Nance up right now to get Townsend in some type of a switch. They're going to do it. Try to get him to switch it.
Nance will pop. Burries still on the handle. Over to Nance for a deep 3. And Philly induces I would call this a not good shot.
Not at all. And again, Townsend, they didn't really want to switch it. But that's where Burries has got to read it. If you're going to be the ISO guy, take on the confusion. Take on the one guy that's right there nearest to you. In that case, it was Townsend. And again, I like that you're bringing Nick up into this. But right now, look, right there. Go. I mean, go on him right there. You got a chance to beat Malik. Because you've got the corner. You've got Amen in the corner. They're going to get it to Maddox in the pitch here.
Most important guy in the gym right now is number 62, Nick Townsend. He'll be on the trigger here out of the timeout. Milwaukee has 1 timeout at their disposal. Just got it in. And a blocking foul here by Markovich is going to put Philadelphia on the line and a chance to tie the game.
Yeah, not bad. No, I did not see throwing the ball back to Nick Townsend in that situation, but I like this. They ran Dante Maddox to the corner, had Cam Jones on him. But, I mean, this was lined up really well for Philadelphia right here. But now the pressure. You got to make them both.
Yep. Gerald Ajayi at the line. First one's down. He's 4 of 5.
Okay, I thought he was looking. He's got Johnson and Cisse. I thought he might bring them into rebound. Now it's key that Nick Townsend is low. Pete Nance has got to get a good block out on this. All right, you've got they've lined up to guard Wilson and Maddox Jr. in the back.
All tied to 94.
I love it. I love it. Just
The horn.
they're going to let Burries play. They're going to let Burries make the play right here.
5 seconds remaining. Off the high ball string.